Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Now, as many of you know, because it's been blowing up all over social media, Microsoft has bought ZeniMax Media, the company that owns Bethesda, for $7.5 billion. This is almost twice as much as Disney paid for Lucasfilm just a few years ago. And it's a ton of money, but obviously Microsoft can afford it easily. Now, these are some huge franchises that Microsoft is going to own. Doom, Elder Scrolls, Evil Within, and many more. Fallout. I mean, just an incredible, just a baller move. Absolutely. A big shot at Sony, and it's going to help sell a ton of pre-orders for the Xbox system coming up, the Series X and Series S. Just an absolute killer move by Microsoft. I think it's just a brilliant strategical move. Now, I was reading a lot of YouTube comments about this, a lot of Facebook comments about that. There are hundreds, thousands of comments all over the place about this. And I wanted to weed through all that and come up with a few comments to read to you guys, because I found a lot of this really interesting, a lot of good detailed information, a lot of thoughtful comments. You know, you had to weed online with any topic. You have to weed through a whole lot of garbage until you get to the really good stuff. So I did that for you guys, came up with 6 comments that I think you'll find pretty interesting. So over on John Riggs's Rigged Games Facebook page, he posed the question: if you were on the fence before, is this going to make you pre-order the Xbox Series X/S tomorrow? And Matthew A. Matter commented. He said, no, I don't like what they've done with ID's franchises. I can't stand Arcane Studios' output. Elder Scrolls and Fallout are bloated and overrated. And Evil Within doesn't have much an identity, with a story thread too convoluted for its own good. So kind of a burn there by Matthew. So number 5, Ricardo Costa commenting on RGT85's YouTube channel. RGT85 did a great video about this topic, about Microsoft buying Bethesda. And Ricardo commented on this. He said, you realize with this single move, Microsoft just forced me to buy an Xbox, right? I can live without almost any game, but I can't live without Elder Scrolls and Fallout. And I'm sure a lot of people feel like Ricardo. So I either upgrade my entire PC and switch from Linux to Windows 10, Microsoft wins, or I buy a Series S. And again, Microsoft wins, Ricardo says. These bastards didn't just buy Bethesda, they bought me too. Ricardo, good stuff. Next up at number 4, John Kober, commenting on Yang Ye's YouTube channel. Yang Ye's a big shot, over 1 million subscribers. First video I watched today regarding this topic. First time I've ever watched Yang on YouTube. And John has a good comment. He says, this move may save Bethesda from themselves. Bethesda may actually have to produce games their customers want in a timely fashion under the Xbox umbrella. Who knows? They may even stop their greedy microtransactions and develop quality games. Just not sure what they are capable of that anymore. Another burn. All right, number 3, Link Zaman commenting again on RGT85's YouTube channel. A lot of good comments on RGT's video. Microsoft, okay, so Link sets up a little playlet of sorts here, and he has Microsoft saying, I am going to do what's called a pro gamer move. And then he switches over to Sony. What? That was insane, but we are not going to lose. Meanwhile, at Nintendo, I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Now, poking fun at Nintendo's penchant for sort of, you know, in the last decade and a half, sort of ignoring the whole console war situation and just sort of doing their own thing over here to the side. So good stuff there from Link Zaman. Number 2, Franco J. Mars on Metal Jesus Rock's Facebook page. Franco says, wow, just in time for Xbox pre-orders. This, along with having EA access exclusive to Game Pass, is enough reason to get the new Xbox. Just wow. This puts Sony in a bad place, especially when they now plan to charge $70 for their AAA games. No way I'm going to pay that when I can just have Game Pass. Sony should get into the program. In business, you adapt or die. Good stuff, Franco. That was number 2. Now, number 1 may be slightly self-serving because it is on my Facebook page, Brett Weiss Retro Video Game Books. But I wouldn't have put it at number 1 if it wasn't super thoughtful by a super thoughtful guy, Cale Menges, who has written some stories for my Super Nintendo Omnibus books and my forthcoming NES Omnibus. Now, Cale says, if they go the Minecraft route and still release on everything, it won't matter much. Now, Cale, I don't think this is going to happen. I think Microsoft will make it exclusive to their platforms, but you never know. It's a matter of whatever they think is better for their bottom line is what they'll do. But anyway, Cale goes on. He says, otherwise, I guess I'm done with Bethesda because I refuse to buy back into Microsoft's gaming ecology. I was really into the original Xbox and the 360. However, Xbox Live culture is what killed it for me. Every time I played a Call of Duty match or a few rounds in any fighting game, it was just toxic inside the games. But that wasn't enough, apparently, because then, win or lose, I would get hateful messages sent to me for just having played the games. Once I was done playing through Mass Effect 3, I sold my 360 and games. I've never once had comparable issues playing on PSN in all the years since. On top of it all, I can't stand the Windows operating system, and I just don't feel like ever giving Microsoft another cent. Interesting stuff there from Cale Menges, and I have no idea what makes Xbox's culture more toxic than PlayStation's, at least with Cale's experiences. All right, good stuff. So guys, give me some interesting comments. Let me know right here on the YouTube comments here. Let me know what you think of Microsoft basically buying Bethesda and taking over all these properties. Thank you so much for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. And just thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys later.